a hunter, a killer alien, and a battle for survival. But what happens when the hunter switches from the jungle to the streets of LA? Welcome back to our Predator franchise review. If you've been following along, we've already dissected the original Predator, that classic jungle thriller that made Arnold Schwarzenegger an action icon. But today, we're diving into the urban jungle of Predator 2, where the Predator stalks through the crime-riddled streets of Los Angeles in an action-packed sequel that keeps you on the edge of your seat. Is Predator 2 worthy of its place in the franchise, or does it fall flat? Let's break it down. If you haven't already, make sure to check out our full review of the first Predator film. It's an action-packed classic that redefined the genre. But now, we're looking at Predator 2, a movie that boldly moves away from the jungle and throws the alien hunter into the chaos of a gang-infested Los Angeles. How does it hold up against its predecessor? What works in the sequel and what doesn't? Stick with me as we break down the action, the characters, and the surprises this movie throws our way.
Okay, pussy face. It's your move. Shit happens.
Oh, and stick around for the best part of the movie, the jaw-dropping fan-favorite moment that connects Predator 2 to the wider sci-fi universe.
Lions, the tigers, the bears. Oh my.
Let's talk more about the shift in environment from jungle to the city. Los Angeles, 1997, a city on the brink of collapse. Crime is rampant, and there's almost an apocalyptic vibe to the place. The streets are controlled by gangs, and you get a real sense of lawlessness. This setting is a complete contrast to the first movie, which was all about the isolation of the jungle. In Predator 2, the Predator is no longer a creature in the wild. It's fighting for dominance in a much larger, more chaotic world. In this urban setting, the Predator's skills are used differently. The crowded city streets, cramped alleys, and high-rise buildings give it more places to hide and more opportunities to kill. It's hunting in a whole new environment, and that's what makes it so fascinating.
Hey, Harrigan! More victims, more mutilation! Fuck you! Oh, were you there, Pope?
What I love about this setup is how the Predator becomes part of the urban mythology. The streets are its new jungle, and the film gives us a sense of how this alien creature is adapted to hunting in a city full of people, gang violence, and corruption. There's a much more unpredictable feel to it. You never know where the Predator might strike next, and that's part of the movie's charm. We see it use the darkness of the city to its advantage, stalking through shadows, blending in with the chaos, and surprising both its victims and the audience. What I think makes Predator 2 so interesting is the way the Predator is integrated into the urban landscape. The first film was all about survival in the jungle, but this time, it's all about adapting to a world where every corner is a potential death trap. The Predator's advanced tech and invisibility make it disappear into the chaotic streets of LA. It can be anywhere, and that makes it feel even more dangerous. There's also a sense of horror in the city setting. The Predator isn't just picking off a small group of soldiers in the jungle. It's taking down random street thugs, gang members, and cops in broad daylight, which raises the stakes significantly.
You are one ugly mother. Motherfucker.
Then there's Danny Glover as Detective Mike Harrigan. While he's not your traditional action hero, Glover does an excellent job at grounding the film. Harrigan is a man who's been through hell and back. He's worn down by the constant violence and corruption he sees in LA, but he still holds on to some semblance of justice. Unlike Arnold Schwarzenegger's Dutch, who's a near-invincible powerhouse, Harrigan feels more human. He's not equipped with military-grade weapons or the physicality to take on an alien hunter. Instead, he relies on his wits, instincts, and determination. Glover's performance is a highlight because it allows the audience to connect with him. There's a moment early on where he's talking about how he lost his partner, and you can really feel the weight of that loss. It's these emotional beats that give Predator 2 more depth than just a monster movie. But at the same time, Glover doesn't shy away from bringing that raw intensity to the fight scenes. You can really feel the desperation when he faces off against the Predator. It's a completely different kind of tension from the first film, more personal, more emotional.
Get out of here, Harrigan. I want to save your ass. This is between me and him.
But of course, the movie isn't perfect. While I love the concept of the urban setting, the pacing in the middle of the movie tends to drag. The film tries to balance the Predator's hunt with a police procedural investigation, and at times, it feels like it's losing focus. There's a lot of time spent on the gang wars and investigating the Predator's attacks, But it's not until we hit the final act that the movie truly gets going again. It's almost like you're hit with a false hope moment. You think the investigation will lead to a major reveal, but instead, we get more action with Harrigan just trying to survive.
Okay. Who's next?
And then there's the moment that stands above all others, the Predator's trophy room. When Harrigan enters the Predator's lair and we get that first glimpse of the skull collection, it's a game changer for the franchise. The fact that the Predators hunted creatures from across the galaxy, including a xenomorph from Aliens, is a direct nod to the wider sci-fi universe. And this isn't just some Easter egg thrown in for fun. This moment opens the door to what would later become the Alien vs. Predator movie. It's one of those rare moments in film where everything clicks into place and gives fans a bigger picture. This wasn't just a sequel to Predator, it was a way to start building a larger mythos.
Otherworld life forms.
Huh?
A fucking alien.
What's incredible about this reveal is the idea that the Predator is a part of a larger ecosystem of predators. This wasn't just some isolated creature on Earth, it was a hunter among many, and its trophies prove it. The whole tone of the film shifts in that moment. It's not just about the predator versus the human, it's about a larger universe, one where humans are just another hunting ground. This is a critical turning point in the franchise, and it would set the stage for future films, including the eventual Alien vs. Predators movies. And let's not forget the visual design of the trophy room. The way the skulls are displayed, some of them from famous creatures, is just so iconic. So where does Predator 2 stand in the greater Predator franchise? It's a flawed but fascinating sequel. Sure, it doesn't have the same level of suspense or iconic imagery as the first film, but it successfully builds on the mythology of the Predator. It expands the universe, gives us a new protagonist with a different kind of heroism, and most importantly, it sets up what would come later in the franchise. Without Predator 2, we wouldn't have Alien vs. Predator, and depending on how you look at that, that may be for better or for worse.
You son of a bitch. What's the matter? The CIA got you pushing too many pencils?
If you haven't revisited Predator 2 in a while, give it another shot. It may not have the same cachet as the first film, but it's a solid entry that holds its own. And don't forget to check out my review of the original Predator if you missed it, and stay tuned for more as we continue reviewing the Predator series. I'm Adam, and I'll see you in the next video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell for all the latest breakdowns and reviews. Take care.
Thank you.